and welcome to Freebie Friday on NLF Live. I have been a bit under the weather, but today I'm just going to answer a quick question for you about whether or not you can get a restraining order if you don't know the person's name. We get this question pretty often, like somebody is kind of walking up and down their street and keeps coming into their yard, but they don't know who that person is, or maybe it's like a bully in the area, but they've never had any real encounter or familiarity. No, we cannot file a restraining order without the person's name. We can't just put John Doe and leave it at that, right? We have to, usually in these circumstances, do a little bit of investigating or hire a private investigator, or sometimes the police end up getting involved because there's like a stalking situation or some sort of assault or something that warrants the police being called and coming to the scene. And that may lead to some assistance in the investigation, but whatever it is, whatever route we take, there has to be a way that you're able to get your hands on the person's name. Now, another frequent question we get is, well, what if I don't have the person's address? So for purposes of service, a person needs to be personally served. You don't necessarily need to know their home address to serve them at home. You can find them in the street and serve them in the street or at work or wherever you know that they commonly frequent. But it is important that they have been handed those documents by somebody in person, and where that location took place is noted on the proof of service. So ultimately, the biggest concern that we get is being able to file a restraining order against somebody and not knowing that person's name. Some sort of investigation needs to be done to find out who that person is so that they can get the proper notice that's afforded them by law. Okay, so I will talk to you all next week. Take care.